Class,
Thank you.
excuse me, you can put away your normal English binders that you would have out now. We're not going to be using those today. Today we're actually going to go shopping. You like that idea?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's an idea you're going to like even more. All get your own credit cards to go shopping. So, Lily, there's one for you.
Thanks.
Marissa.
It has my name on it.
Oh no, these are your credit cards. Megan.
Official.
Brian.
Yeah. You're getting more smart, right?
Mr. Moonen, there you go.
Flyer miles?
You get one as well, Nancy.
Excellent.
Okay, this is a company you may not have heard of. We're going to do some very specific shopping here. Our objective today is to review and make sure we understand the 8 parts of speech that we've been working on in grammar class recently. As you know, these are the building blocks of good writing. So we're going to make sure we have what we need to be good writers. And we're going to purchase it at the company that's on your credit card. So you may not have heard of, but it's a company called Nap Cave. Okay. If we were going to be building a house or putting an addition on our house or something, we'd go to Home Depot to get the tools and the equipment and the supplies that we need. If we're going to be good writers, we have to have basic tools in our writing box. The most basic ones are the 8 parts of speech. So we're going to go to Nap Cave and buy them there today. And we're going to buy them by remembering that the letters that spell Nap Cave all correspond to one of the 8 parts of speech. So we're going to go around the room, make sure you know this. We'll fill in the parts of speech as we go. And if you can offer some thoughts on what each of these parts of speech do in a sentence, what its function is, please fill me in. That'll be helpful to the rest of the class in terms of getting ready for the test. So let's talk a little bit about what the most important parts of a sentence is. What does a sentence have to get it started with? What's probably the single most important aspect of a sentence that begins with one of these letters?
The noun.
A noun. And what function does a noun perform in a sentence?
It's a subject.
It's a subject. So what does that tell us?
That is what the sentence, or it's what's performing the action.
Sure. It's who or what the sentence is about. It gives the focus of the sentence. Now that we know who or what it's about, what else do we want to know? What makes a complete sentence? We have to have a noun and a subject. We also have what else?
Adjective?
We have to have an adjective. We have to know something about that noun, if at all possible, as we spoke about last week in our descriptive writing exercise. There's no point knowing just about who the sentence is about. You'd like to know a little something more about them. Once we've got a person or a thing and we know a little something about it, what makes a sentence? What gives a sentence its life, its drive? It might be here among our letters in Nap Cave. What does a sentence need?
Verb.
Verb. It's got to be that person or thing has got to be doing something. Now that we've got a verb and we've got some action, what do we want to know about the verb?
Adverb.
Adverb. What's an adverb going to do for us?
It explains how the verb is being. Explains the verb. Describes the verb.
Describes the verb. Describes or modifies the verb. He's not running. He's running swiftly. If our noun is Jack, Jack is sorry, happy, handsome. We need some adjective to describe him. We need an adverb to modify the verb. The rest of it gets slightly trickier, but I'm sure. Now that we've got a noun, is there anything related to a noun that sometimes we also use?
Pronoun?
Pronoun. Okay. Tell me a little bit about a pronoun. If this was on the test tomorrow, and I asked you to describe a pronoun, what would it be?
It can replace the noun.
Replace the noun. It stands in the place of a proper noun. He, she, it, as opposed to Jack, the Red Sox, the President Obama, some proper noun. It gets a little trickier after this. What's another one of our parts of speech that begins with any one of these letters? Yes, Lily?
Preposition.
Preposition. Tell me a little bit about that. What's a preposition do for us?
It tells you the position of the noun.
Sure. It's basically a preposition will show you the, it's a word that's used to show the relationship between words. So, for example, you would say, both of us bought the same gift for you. So in that case, both of us are the words that are related. Of is the word that links it, the preposition that connects the two. How about our C and our I? What have we got here? What might fill these in? Right?
Conjunction.
Conjunction. Does that have any similarity to prepositions, at least in terms of how it functions?
Yes.
Sure. I know you know this, and you know you're going to ace this test. So tell me about what a conjunction does.
Conjunctions hook up words, phrases, and clauses.
Absolutely. She's right on the money. Conjunction is a word that joins words or groups of words. So, for example, we rang the bell, but no one answered. But is linking the two halves of that sentence. I'll give you a call when I hear from her. When is linking the two halves of that sentence. We're getting down to so what's our final? This is one of our more fun ones, and also, let's face it, one of our more non-essential parts of speech. But what's our I for?
Interjection.
Interjection. I shouldn't really say non-essential. We need all of these, but an interjection is a word or a small group of words that really has no grammatical meaning for the other words in the sentence. It expresses an emotion. Oh my, oh my. So these they express some, they convey some meaning, but they don't really relate to the other words. So all of these words, or all of these parts of speech, are essential building blocks of sentences. Proper sentences are the building blocks of great paragraphs. That's what leads to great essays. So remember, whenever in doubt, remember the shopping trip you took to Nap Cave. The parts of speech have to start with just one of these letters, and now you've got what you need to be great writers. Are there any questions before our test?
Is there going to be an extra credit?
No, you're on your own on this one. Anyway, thank you. That's today's lesson.